Okay, we are here with Nikki Testa, who is with Backpack Pals. And can you give everybody first an idea of what Backpack Pals is and what it does?
Yeah, sure. Backpack Pals is a program that helps children who are food insecure over long holiday weekends, usually during the school year. Normally when we're off for a President's Day or an in-service or something like that.
And so you're usually doing this for, the long winter break or something like that, right?
Correct. Correct.
And how does that usually work? People donate canned goods, items such as that, and then kind of describe how the process works.
Right. So I have a few local churches that donate to me regularly. And then I have people on Facebook who I'm friends with that I ask for donations, whether they start up a food collection at their job or their own church, or some of the schools do food drives for me. East Hills their band just did a food drive for me. So it's a constant just talking to people, letting them know about the program. And I also buy food from Second Harvest.
Okay.
How are you guys with stock right now?
Well, I was pretty good because I was preparing for the Easter break. So I made 200 bags the other day, and I put it out on Facebook, and very overwhelming the reply I got of people who wanted to help. So I had people dropping off on my porch last night, and I just placed an order with Second Harvest as well. So I think it's going to be a constant rotation right now because of the uncertainty of what's going to happen, if it's only going to be 2 weeks or not. So
yeah,
right,
because continue to stock up.
Right, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Because we don't know. But you said drop them off on your porch, so you're doing this out of your home for the most part, right?
Right. So I have Bethlehem 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, designated an actual room at one of the elementary schools that I can store my food. But because it's a school, I can't have people in and out of there dropping food off. I'm in a separate area. So it's just easy for people to be able to throw it on my porch when it's convenient for them. Then I put it in my car and take it over there.
What are some of the people, everybody's freaking out about, touching things that other people have touched. And we talked a little earlier about how you've kind of taken steps to ease people's anxiety. What can you tell people to kind of calm down?
Like if they're receiving
stress?
one of these, I guess.
Yeah. If you're receiving it, and then also when you're handing it out to people in the backpack.
Right. So my main priority would be just as if you're buying it off of the store at the shelf. Be precautious.
Right,
Wash your hands. Just be as clean as you possibly can, no matter where you're getting the food from.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now, what do you need more of, or do you need both? People to donate stuff or volunteers?
Right now, probably the food, because we're going to be going through it probably rapidly to help as many families as we can. I had 2 families that I dropped off food today because the system for the school is just getting up and running now. So it's just really probably to stockpile the amount of food I have so I can continue to just keep packing the bags.
What are some things that you're putting together? Like what are some items that you look for?
So in a bag, I'm trying to get in, I can fit about 4 days worth of food. So I'm doing a breakfast, lunch, dinner, some other stuff. So I'm cereal, oatmeal, macaroni and cheese, pasta, crackers, peanut butter for sure in every bag, some toiletries, some canned goods like beans and vegetables, that sort of thing. All of it is shelf stable, so you don't have to worry about refrigeration or anything like that.
Yeah, and you've been, obviously there's a reason you started this drive. For people out there that aren't aware of how much this is needed, what can you tell them, like, how valuable this is to offer? Like, how many kids, like, there's a lot of kids that need this, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of kids that need this. So in my program, there is a little over 200 kids that receive monthly, but I'm sure that I know the need is much greater than that. I started this about 8 years ago because I heard someone speak about a similar program in the area in Easton, and I wanted to just help. And I talked to some people at Bethlehem, and there really wasn't anything like that. So I started up the program, and the need is great, and I think a lot of people, I really wasn't aware until I started doing the program how in need it actually is, because food is one of those things that, pride takes a big part of it, that maybe somebody doesn't want to ask for help. And that's why going through the school helps a lot, because there's counselors and teachers and nurses that can identify those kids just solely off of how they feel, if they're sick, if they're not getting enough at home. Of course, there are some people that certainly reach out and want to ask for help. So that's kind of why I started it to, my kids are in Bethlehem Area School District, and I was a child of a single mom, and we luckily didn't even struggle as much as some do, but certainly times were tight, and I understand that. And food should just not be the one thing that's a privilege. It's, everybody should have food.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And so where can people then, we got to kind of wrap up a little bit, unfortunately, but where can people then find information, or what is the best way to get in touch with you?
Okay, so I am on Facebook, and it's Backpack Pals Bethlehem.
Okay.
And through there, they have all my contact information. The list of food that I put in all the bags is on there.
Perfect.
They can direct message me on there. And really, they can just share my site. So the more people to know about it, the better, because whether it's somebody who needs the program or wants to donate to the program, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah, thank you again so much for coming on.
Are you also, sorry, real quick, are you taking gift cards too? Would that be something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good
Absolutely.
idea.
I would take gift cards to just about any store, really, because, now a lot of the shelves are empty. So
yeah.
Hopefully that kind of mellows out and it gets stocked back up. So, Giant, ShopRite, Weiss, Wegmans, I shop at any of them, so it doesn't matter.
Great.
All right, we'll do. We'll make sure that information is in there. Thank you so much for taking a couple minutes. I know you're running around today. We appreciate it, and good luck with everything.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you very much for getting the story out.
Yeah,
Sure.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.